Welcome to the Film Junket Podcast.
It's cold, guys. It's cold. Jeez. Southern California, finally. The weather has changed. It's here. Fall. Winter is upon. I don't think we really have fall. To be honest, I don't think we really have fall. Because now it's just getting fucking cold. It's going to start dipping down in the 30s at night. It's pretty crazy how that happened. I mean, it was teased last week, and then it just shot back up. Like on the weekend and Monday, like Sunday and Monday, like it got up to 90 degrees. And then finally, and then today, like yesterday, it started getting kind of stormy. Like there was like clouds and wind. Then all of a sudden it rained. They wake up today and it's cold. And I had to put on the AC in my house, guys. You realize what that means? My power bill goes down. What's happening, guys? Welcome to the Film Junket Podcast. Appreciate you guys clicking in. I apologize for not having one last week. It's been a pretty crazy couple of weeks. Well, it's been a pretty crazy few fucking, oh my God. I don't know. I don't even know where to begin, guys. I don't even know where to begin. I think I'll just get all the personal shit out of the way before I start delving into other shit. But yeah, last week, just, craziness stuff happened. I'm not going to go deep into it because I'm not going to, like, just kind of bore you with it. But, you know, just family stuff, mom stuff, that's all. She recently got her knee replaced and stuff's, it's just not, basically the way I've been saying it is, like, she wasn't physically or mentally ready for it, you know? And, that's something. I mean, you get a whole you're getting a whole joint replaced. I mean, she's part cyborg now. She really is. And I think just the toll that it's like taking on her mentally and physically is just, it's been pretty crazy. And, you know what, man, this is opiates. Opiates! Okay? The opiate crisis in this fucking country, in the world. It's so ridiculous because obviously when you have surgery, just like what happened with me, she got prescribed, some painkillers, just like I did. I still have Norcos in my medicine cabinet that after about 2 or 3 nights, I was like, I'm over this. Just done. Well, with her, she kept having to take it because like the process of her knee was not getting as good as it was hoping for. And you get addicted to that shit. It could really fuck up a lot of things. And if you try to just quit it cold turkey, guess what? You're going to have some fucking withdrawals. You're going to have some side effects, man. But they just hand them out to anybody. And there's no mention about weed. No mention about marijuana, THC, nothing. They don't give a fuck about that. They don't want you doing that. Because you don't get addicted to that. And guys, let me tell you. When I had my surgery last year, it's almost, it's been a year. The 18th was a year, guys, when my appendix partially burst. And I was, had like the worst fucking 2.5 days of my life, or a day and a half, whatever the fuck it was. Like I said, I did the Norco thing, but I think I only took them like, I think 2 nights. But like during the day, guess what I was doing? Oh man, I'll tell you what. When you're just like, you know what? I just had surgery. It's time to catch up on shows, movies, shit. Just, you just fucking smoke it up and, it was great. Took away the pain. You don't get addicted to it. If you don't because I haven't done it in a while. I'm not having withdrawals and shakes and shit. But it's just amazing. So I'm going to get my mom some of that stuff. Because it should be, I don't know, doctors should be utilizing that, I know I guess it's still fresh. You don't know, like, we're still studying about it and this, that, and this. I get it, but still, anything's better than just fucking popping pills, man. So, yeah, there was just stuff that was going on with that. It's just, I'm not even going to go into details, but it's just, you love your parents, you love your mom, and I love my mom to death, but it's just like sometimes I just go, okay, Mom, you just got to relax a little bit, relax, get out of your head. I get it. And I know you guys probably feel the same. You probably got, some moms out there, just people that in general, they just like, you're like, oh, get out of your head a little bit. Don't, whoa. Pump the brakes, please. So, and then there's that, and then work, of course, is just a big pain in the ass. Still pretty stressful, but, there's light at the end of the tunnel with that when I told you guys that, the possibility of another job. It looks like it might be happening. It's just taking longer than originally expected. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just got to keep on trucking, guys, and keep on doing this. And my God, has this been pretty crazy, too. I feel bad that there's videos that I skipped. I just posted a video about the rumored Batsuit color scheme that I shot a week ago. I literally shot it last Wednesday. I just never got around to it because of all the stuff that was coming about. I never got around to it because, that's the thing. There's sometimes I need to value my time a little better. Sometimes you just get wrapped up in a lot of things, and you just want to sit on the couch. You just want to veg out and just disconnect and be like, get away from me anyway. That's pretty much what has been like the past week. By the way, I'm drinking some bourbon right now. That's right, I picked up some bourbon. Changed it up a little bit. I might have to have a bourbon stream this Friday. I don't know. I'm playing with it. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Or I might just go back to the vodka. But sipping some bourbon tonight. Some good old rye. Yeah. And it's delicious. It's helping with the pain in my back. I slept on my back wrong. Jesus Christ. You ever just wake up and you're like, ah. But you know what's funny about that, guys? Because, there's a lot of people that, I have back problems. And I'm going, okay, well, you're kind of soft in the midsection. You have a job where you sit all day. Yeah, that's going to happen. And you're stressed? Yeah. And I know that part of this is probably stress. And part of this is, I just slept wrong. And then, as soon as I got home and I was like, okay, and I just did a fucking workout. Just did some, like a cardio workout that made me move a lot. It was gone. It was just fucking gone. And, it still feels a little, I don't know, still feels a little tender right now as I'm sitting. But it's not as bad as it was when I was at work just going, So, do yourself a favor. Just move around, exercise, strengthen your back, do some core, do some lower back workouts. Get rid of that. And then, of course, if you have a high-stress job, try to find something else, man. That's what I'm hoping. And, hopefully other stuff just progresses now. But, hey, guys, let's talk about what's been happening. Well, first off, today was pretty crazy because it was announced earlier that, yes, they were, in fact, moving forward with a Joker sequel. Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix, all for it. And then apparently Todd Phillips was going to help put together, get development of possibly two other DC villains. Getting him up there. And of course, we're all like, what is it? Who is it? Oh my God, it's got to be Lex Luthor, Scarecrow. Who is it? We're all like freaking out about it. But then all of a sudden, like Todd Phillips, no. Hey, that's all fake. That didn't happen. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. Even though we know he did that. Because he even said that he did that. That after the premiere party of his movie War Dogs, he went up to the Warner Brothers execs, pitched Joker, and pitched other DC Black Label type movies. So it's a little weird. There's been some weird things that have been happening, guys. Pay attention. Pay attention to what has been going on, especially after Sunday. Because Sunday was big, guys. Sunday was big when it came to the Snyder Cut. Jesus Christ. I don't even know how many tweets got out. Did we almost get to 750K? I don't even remember what the end number was, but it is spiked and it has just gone through the fucking roof. And Warner Brothers is paying attention. They've never seen anything like this. Trust me. Right now is the time to get rid of all the petty bullshit. Right now is the time to not do any infighting or try to pick fights with people or shit on Warner Brothers themselves. Don't do that. It is not the time right now, especially. Okay? Obviously, you guys know I got tired of the infighting a while ago. That's why I started blocking people. You got rid of it. Just got rid of muted, blocking, whatever I had to do just to fucking relieve my timeline, and just got, fucking tired of it. I mean, some of those little assholes still come about. I had somebody come at me the other day that made a joke Twitter account that was parroting me. It said Film Junkie XL. It's very strange. Some of these guys are very unhinged and very disturbed, and you got to wonder what is behind that keyboard and avatar. I can only imagine. Yeah. I don't even want to. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight if I imagine that. Yeah, so right now is not the time. But there's still people that are doing that. Okay? Some loud voices are still fucking acting like dickheads and being petty. And stop. I literally read a Vox article about the Snyder Cut, and they talked about the toxic side of fandom. And it showed tweets. And I was like, good God. Now is not the time. Because Warner Brothers is paying attention. What happened on Sunday was great. It was all coordinated. Snyder I don't know if it was Snyder's idea. I'm thinking it was, because I'm pretty sure he's a pretty smart dude. I'm just saying, he's a pretty smart man. He coordinated with his certain fans, and it all just came about. And then when I started hearing stuff from my side, because everything was quiet. I mean, you guys have heard me on here. You've heard me on other videos that, hey, we're in for the long haul. I don't imagine hearing anything about Snyder Cut till after Army of the Dead comes out, at least. It's probably going to be pretty quiet for a while. So pack your shit, folks. We're in for the long haul. And then all of a sudden, all this shit came about. I started getting DMs from people going, hey, I'm hearing things. And I'm like, I'm not hearing shit. And then all of a sudden, when that first day that was coordinated, I think with Flash, and Snyder tweeted out that picture of Iris and Barry, and then all of a sudden it started, I went, wait a minute, something's weird. Well, that was that, but it was also the Momoa thing too. We already got a tease. I forgot about, obviously, Momoa's picture that he posted that Friday started igniting things, and then it was just like, what the fuck is going on here? And then I started just like tapping into people, and I'm like, hey, fucking A, tell me what's going on, please, please, please. And sure enough, things are happening. And I've been telling you guys this now. It's like, yes, now is the time to use the hashtag when you can. Not for every little thing. I mean, I guess, fine, do it for every little thing. I don't really care. But, I've been using the hashtag. And I know there's people that are like, oh, now you're using that. I'm like, well, yeah, what can you do? But now is the time to do it. It's pretty crazy what's been happening all week. We had that kind of that round table on the vodka stream last week. I don't know what's going to happen this Friday. We might have the same guys, but I mean, yeah. I mean, we're all in it. We're all here for it. I keep getting fed information. I can't say too much, or a lot of it's just he said, she said. But like I said, there's just light at the end of the tunnel. It's pretty crazy. And then when you see these articles, oh yeah, Warner Brothers has no plans. There are no plans, even though the fans did that. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what you heard from your source, just like what we've heard before. And I did a video about it where I said that the reason why some of these big scoopers, like Scoopy Pants, why they keep on saying that nothing is happening, that it doesn't exist. It's because they're tapping into whoever they talk to, and that person's going, nope, nothing. But it's like, nope, yeah, well, yeah, okay. Of course they're going to say that, and that's fine. But let me tell you guys, I mean, what Snyder did and what happened on Sunday, and what continue on. I mean, the fact that he got Gal Gadot and Ben Affleck to do it, to fucking post hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Insane. And I know a lot of people are like, where's Cavill? I did my video last night about it. I mean, sorry guys, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't see him actually doing it, because he's caught in a place where he still wants to play Superman. And he's still like, he's being like, hey, Warner Brothers, I'm not going to do it. Okay. But then at the same time, I'm like, well, you should if they're thinking about actually releasing this damn thing. There's so many things that are going on right now, guys. It is fucking nuts. I don't know what's going on fully because when I keep hearing things, it all sounds fantastic. But when you just hear things, doesn't mean it's going to happen. I mean, I'll just give you the lowdown of like stuff that I've heard is more like, it just seems like Warner Brothers and DC is just going to be like, hey, pull out all stops. Let's just have it like it is in the comic books. Different stories, different versions, different this. You know? I mean, we kind of already got that with, you got the CW show. And then you got the fucking DC Universe shows. And then you got the movies. It's all separate, you know? But yet in the CW show, we're doing this Crisis on Earth thing that kind of brings everything together. Oh my God. And I'm like, I'm hearing stuff like, well, Snyder could have just fucking backed him in a corner. You know, and the ball's in his fucking court. I didn't think it was going to be possible, but he's smart. Smart dude for fucking doing that. For utilizing his fan base. And just getting everybody jazzed up about it. And getting people support actors he's worked with. People with big followings to fucking back it up. Did not see it coming. Did not see it. Oh. Wow, really? Look at that. KFC's got their own little chicken sandwich that is going to rival the other ones that has pickles and shit like that. Anyway, sorry. The damn chicken sandwich. I always have my TV muted on in the background. I shouldn't do that. But yeah, I don't know. It's nuts, man. And then he posted that image that showed, Yuxas, whatever the hell it is. When Gal Gadot was doing ADR for it. You know, I did my video about that. I mean, yeah, everybody can focus on the fact that, oh yeah, it's unfinished right there on that shot, but it's probably finished now. I mean, I would love to say yes, it's all 100% finished. All it needs is Junkie XL's score matted onto it. But I can't say that. But at this point, it's fucking mute. It's a moot. What is it? I can't even say it. It's a mute point. Moot. God, it's the bourbon talking. It's not. Who cares? The fact of the matter is, there's going to be money that's going to be needed to invest into it. And the fact of the matter is, with the buzz that was created, and look at the money they're going to be putting into this Green Lantern series. It sounds like it's going to have a movie budget. It seems like they're just going to start putting money into shit because they have to. Because we're in a streaming war. I mean, Disney Plus, my God. I'm enjoying the shit out of the Mandalorian, whatever the hell it is. Mandalorian. I mean, my God. And I'm enjoying Disney Plus. Sorry to say, guys. I mean, I'm watching old episodes of fucking 1990s Spider-Man, X-Men. My God. And I don't mind it. I don't mind having choices. I mean, I love it when people puff up their chests and be like, I'm not going to pay for all this stuff. I'm like, but yet you're paying for a cable box where like 86% of the channels you're not watching? How much you paying for that fucking cable box? Get rid of it. Get rid of it. It's all about streaming now. And it's going to get to a point where you could just pick the content you want. I said this when I was a cable guy. I said this to customers and my coworkers. I'm like, soon this job is going to be fucking easy, guys. You're not going to have to install a bunch of cable boxes. You're going to install a modem, and that's it. And the modem's going to have wireless, of course, and then all the TVs are just going to stream off it wirelessly. Yeah, in about 5-6 years, you're just going to be able to, okay, I'm going to, what's my favorite channels? Okay, I'm going to have this channel, that channel, this channel, that channel, and you're going to pay a small fee, and that's it. And it's just going to get taken out. I don't mind paying $7 for Disney Plus to watch old episodes of Spider-Man and X-Men and fucking Boy Meets World. Watch that shit whenever I want to. Sign me the fuck up while giving me new content like The Mandalorian. And I'm curious about that What If, and then even some of the other Marvel shows I'm curious about. I'm going to watch them. And same thing with HBO Max, I mean, of course, it's like fucking more than twice as much, but still, you got all those movies right there at your disposal. I don't mind it. You know, I mean, I know some of us are a little old school. You like to pop something in, and, put it in. You know what? But what's funny is like, I actually didn't, I was actually okay with not having DVDs. I mean, I have boxes full of just regular DVDs. Trust me, I have probably about 3 or 4 boxes just loaded up with DVDs, because that used to be my thing. I used to go to Best Buy or anywhere, Circuit City, those aren't around anymore, and just fucking buy DVDs. You know, if I had a bookcase, I'd have just like a whole library full of that. And I know, like, and when it made the jump to Blu-rays, I didn't really make that big of a jump. Like, I started doing it, and then I stopped, and then I realized, I'm like, well, I don't know. For some reason, I'm just, I don't know. I just never really went that direction. Like, part of me wishes I did, and I can have that bookcase full of Blu-rays and stuff. You know, because I know, like, having the physical copy, it's like, yes, but for some reason, you know what it is? You know what it was, guys? It was the fact that I got into all that technology stuff, and I got into the Android thing, and I was writing for an Android site and doing all that. I just really got obsessed with technology, and the fact of the matter is the fact that I could just download, not illegally, but, you know, download, share, this, that, and that, and just have like a library full of movies, and just have it at my disposal wherever I can. I can go to my friend's house and be like, he has a Chromecast, and he's like, what do you want to watch? You want to watch this? Boop, and just boom. For some reason, I just really got into, I don't know, for some reason, that aspect of it really, just grabbed me. And that's why I stopped just buying physical copies of movies. And then I started purchasing physical or digital copies. I didn't need the bonus features, even those are cool. But it's funny because now they just post those bonus features, or you can download those bonus features. You could rent just by clicking, you know. I don't know. There's just something about that I just intrigued me, and maybe it's because I was like, man, it's the future. It's the future. Because, I mean, when I still remember when Back to the Future 2 came out, I was so obsessed with Back to the Future 2. At one point, I loved it more than Back to the Future 1. I watched the shit out of Back to the Future 2 because I just loved the idea of the future. And now we're 4 years past that. Jesus Christ. It's crazy. But I get it. I mean, if you're like one of those that wants that physical copy, I get it. I'm like that with books and comic books. I don't think I can ever jump to digital when it comes to books and comic books. Okay? You know, I still buy books. I still buy comic books, physical copies. Those I can't. But I think it's just the fact of the matter is, when it comes to movies, you know, if you buy the physical copy, yeah, it's cool, but you're still watching it the same way I'm going to watch it if I just fucking stream it, you know? It's still going to be that. I mean, of course, there's like, you know, the different, you can do it 4K, you know, whatever the hell. I don't have a spiffy TV. Mine's just standard, you know, it's 1080p. It's not 2K, 4K. One of these days I'm going to upgrade it, but I think it's just the fact that you're still watching it the same. But when it comes to, you know, reading a book or reading a comic book, I don't want to read it off a screen. I want to read it off a page. So that I don't think I can ever jump to. I'm going to stay analog with that, just like my watches. You know, I've told you guys about watches. I try to do the smartwatch. I had a smartwatch. I was really into technology. I thought it was the coolest thing. I was like, oh my God, we're in the future. I'm literally controlling my Netflix from my wrist. What the fuck? You know? It's like, whoa. Mind-blowing. Crazy. But then I just got tired of it. And I'm like, there's just something about an analog watch. You know, the craftsmanship. The fact that there's watches that have no batteries that literally go on your movement just to make it work. And I just like that better. You know, so when it comes to collecting movies, I will purchase a movie and put it in my library. Keep it in my library, Google Play library, or put it in a Plex library. I'll have it there. But when it comes to books In comic books, I still have just, I still get the physical copy. It's not the same. But anyways, wow, went off on a tangent there. Yeah, Snyder Cut stuff. Well, yeah, like I said, Warner Brothers is paying attention. Stop. No infighting. Just promote. Do what you got to do. Yeah, there's going to be some crazy theories out there. I still see them, and I resist not like going, no, that's not right. Yeah, it's whatever. Just, yeah, no more infighting. Calm down. Calm down the pettiness. We can relax. Let's just, yeah, you can call out all the bullshit. You can start fighting as soon as the damn thing is like in, when they finally go, okay, it's going to be released here, but it needs to be finished. It needs to be finished. And I know, like, there's a lot of people that are like, oh my God, he probably hired people under the table to finish the VFX. And I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. Not going to say anything. That would just take, that would take so much, man. I don't know. But, yeah, just be positive. Be positive. There's light at the end of the tunnel. We're in a good spot here. It's going to be interesting. 2020 is going to be a very interesting year, guys. Let's just say that. 2020, from the shit I've been hearing that Warner Brothers and DC are doing, especially with the success of Joker and all this Snyder Cut stuff, it's going to be a fucking interesting year, okay? And then, of course, the new movies coming out, it's going to be crazy. Just I'm going to cover it, don't worry. Obviously, like I've been doing forever, it seems. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting year. I mean, we already know what Marvel and Disney, what they're all doing. It's going to be interesting to see what they do too. But I mean, right now, it's just like we already know what they're doing. We know how they decided to expand their universe after Endgame, because Endgame is like that ended a saga right there. We're ending another saga with Star Wars. It's going to be curious to see how they continue it. And it seems like they're going to continue it on their streaming service, which shows that they can draw out, which is good. The Mandalorian is fucking good. Baby Yoda. What the fuck? Jon Favreau. Brilliant. For like, hey, I'm going to have a Baby Yoda type, and we're going to see where this runs. I'm like, I mean, at the end of that first episode, when you saw that little shit, you're like, what? What? The second episode, he did some fucking gangsta shit. And he's so adorable. But let's face facts, he's just Gizmo without fur. He is. He's just Gizmo without fur. They look almost exactly the same. But he's like, it's like that was just like, wow, you're brilliant for doing that, because you captured the hearts. I've seen people just oh my God, look at how cute he is. Fuck. And keeping that a secret. And it's just, it makes me curious to see where they go with it. You know, I mean, I still wanted James Mangold's Boba Fett movie for sure, but I don't know if that's going to happen with this show. It's a good show. It's a really good show, well-made show. I don't doubt that, man. I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan, so I mean, I'm looking forward to Rise of Skywalker, see how that ends. But I'm curious to see where they go from here. I mean, it's just going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, guys, because I mean, people want different kinds of these big blockbusters. They don't want just fucking popcorn. They don't want just flashing colors and loud noises. They want something a little more deep. And Snyder was ahead of the curve, man. And then now with the Snyder Cut stuff, you just never know what Warner Brothers might do. Hey, Snyder, what were you gonna do? What was that whole fucking? Let's just write down what you were gonna do right there. Oh wait, you had it written on a fucking whiteboard somewhere. Oh, yeah. Oh man, I don't know. It's just crazy. But things change constantly. Everything changes. So let's just see what happens. It's just going to be interesting to see what happens in another 2-3 years. You know, we're in the beginning stages of this whole streaming shit now. You know, it's just 2020. Now everybody's going to have a streaming service. This whole next decade, it's going to be about that. It's just weird, man. It's weird. We're in the future. But, you know, I'm here for it. Like I said, I was prepared for this. And going back, like I said, this is why I just decided not to get Just stop with the physical copies when you could just download a movie or, stream a movie. I was all for it. For some reason, I just was like, this is cool. Oh, yeah, I'm paying a rental fee of like $2, $3, and I don't have to fucking go anywhere. Man, Redbox is going to have trouble, but I think they have a streaming app too now, right? I remember when Redbox came out, I was like, this is fucking brilliant. And it was for the time, but then just like that, it's like, well, is this even going to be relevant anymore? But I think they do have like a streaming app. I don't know, I haven't checked, but it's just all crazy. Anyways, what else? Elizabeth Banks, she's fucking stupid. Oh, man. Not a good look for her. You gotta, oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, when you're making these proclamations before your movie bombs, that's just not good. I mean, and then Paul Feig came to her aid. I retweeted it saying, like, because he said mansplaining, because some guy was saying, like, this is what happened to Elizabeth Banks, and then, of course, he used mansplaining. By the way, if you type out mansplaining, you'll have a red line underneath it, because it's not actually a word. And the reason why it's not a word is because it's not. I'm sure it's going to end up in the Webster's dictionary because we're so woke nowadays, but it's not a fucking word. It's not a word. Because that could be used anytime a dude is explaining anything. Okay? And I know people try to fucking define it. Oh, that's when you're being condescending. And then I'm like, no. I think that's what the initial whole thing was about, that you're being condescending to a woman about this, that, and this. But now it's just, no matter what, even if a dude explains anything, it's just mansplaining. But the thing is, though, is like we don't say womansplaining, right? Nobody says that. That's not a word. Because it's not anything. And if guys were to use womansplaining, that would be sexist. See how that works? It's not a thing. Not a thing. Okay? Just sometimes guys are douchebags. And sometimes girls are fucking biatches. Guess what, folks? We're not perfect. We're not fucking perfect. It's just the way it is. But yeah, Elizabeth Banks saying that if it bombs, it's just because guys can't accept. I don't know. I'm paraphrasing. That guys still can't accept girls leading action movies. It's like your girl-led action movie is nothing new. We've had girl-led action movies for decades. If the movie's good, the movie's fucking good. That's the thing. And your movie was not good. The marketing was terrible, and the movie was terrible. In my eyes, it was just terrible. It was horrible. I'm sorry. Nobody wanted a Charlie's Angels reboot. I'll give you props, Miss Banks. You made it more of a sequel. Good for you. With your photoshopping of... And spoiler alert, guys, just in case you haven't seen the movie, but I don't think you guys are going to see it anyways. So yeah, Patrick Stewart's character is retiring, but he's been there for 40 years, so they photoshopped him with the original Charlie's Angels, and then, of course, the early 2000s movie, like Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, Charlie's Angels. Really bad Photoshop, by the way. It was horrible. Even the green screen was bad. I mean, there was a lot of things that were bad about this movie. Specifically, the dialogue was so fucking bad. But it's like, oh, you have the safety net to blame the patriarchy or males or blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden she receives backlash. Elizabeth Banks is not having a good week. She's not having a good week. The movie that she, put her blood, sweat, and tears into, co-wrote, directed, produced, starred in, fucking bombed. She even tweeted it out. She goes, something about, how you accept a bombing of your movie or a flop, whatever. Put your name on it 4 times. It's like, yeah, she co-wrote, directed, produced, and starred in. It's like, and now she's getting backlash for her comments. It's like, you just don't do that. You don't fucking do that. When you're like totally expressing that you have this agenda in your movie, people are just not going to accept it. People don't want to accept it. They just want to go and be entertained. But when you're trying to just shove in their faces that, look at these strong females, all right? Every female is smart and strong, and every male is a bumbling douchebag. You see right fucking through it. Just like Paul Feig with the Ghostbusters movie. People saw through that shit. He shat on an entire franchise. And then he still has the conceit to back up this stuff with the... tried to back up Elizabeth Banks. It's just, fuck off, dude. I'm surprised he didn't get called out more, Mr. Because you're a white male. How dare you? I don't know. Just stop it. But I guarantee you they're going to try to do a TV series again. You watch. They're going to try to do that again. They're going to still try to fucking, like, in about 5 years, they're going to have a Charlie's Angels TV series again. Who knows what's going to happen with that? But, you know, just make it. I don't know. I don't know. It's just dumb. Hey, make a female kick-ass team. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, yeah, it's a little weird when tiny little Kristen Stewart is beating up these big dudes. It's kind of hard to accept. Or when the other girl, Ellie Bagitsky, whatever the hell, you know, is fighting the big bad super assassin dude, and he tries to stab her, and she literally like stops his, like holds his arms as he's trying to stab her. I'm like, okay. I mean, yeah, cool. I mean, I know this is fantasy, but, you know, let's face it. I mean, it's still, the fact of the matter is there is still biology here. I mean, it for some people, for the general public, a lot of times, I mean, I haven't even talked to both guys and girls. Sometimes it's really difficult for people to just, like, sit there and accept certain things. Like, if a woman's going to kick ass, make her kick. Like, there's times where Kristen Stewart was, like, being like this, you know, and it's like sometimes when they do, like, maybe with Black Widow or something, where it's like you're doing all this crazy fucking acrobatic shit. Yeah, cool. But when it's just, like, full on bare bones, like, hey, let's box, it just gets a little like, okay, I don't know about that. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to suspend the disbelief here, but it's a little difficult when stuff like that's happening. But I don't know. It's whatever, guys. But yeah. What else? What else is there? Yeah, we already talked about Cavill a little bit. Yeah, give Cavill a break, guys. He's in a tough spot, and you know the whole stuff about how loyal was he, and he liked Whedon's. Yeah. I mean, I heard the same stuff. I don't think that makes him a bad guy. I mean, especially the fact that he said that Man of Steel was a good starting point. He's absolutely correct. I wasn't really too keen on what he said about BVS. That was a Batman movie. That was good for being a Batman movie. It's like, nah, that was just that was breaking down your character way more, dude. And I think he just really wanted to be. He wanted where some of these other Superman fans wanted to get to. He wanted to get to that point where he was that Superman. He wanted to be that. He wanted to get to that quicker. And I think he thought, oh, okay, I'm going to get like that. And, wait, this original part of Justice League, cool, maybe. And then all of a sudden, Whedon and Jeff Johns start going, hey, we're going to make you even more of that. And he was all about it. I don't know. Just, you know, don't give Henry shit, but also don't think that he didn't think certain things. You know, sadly, he's just caught in a different. It's difficult, man, when you're like an actor, because I mean that I'm sure when he saw that opening scene for Justice League, he went, "Oh my God, they fucked my face up. Look at that, my pretty face." But at the same time, you kind of go like, well, maybe you want the Snyder Cut to come out, man. Because it's going to show you in a better light. Literally. It's going to be a better light. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I still have faith that I'll still have him as Superman. They better. He's good. He's good, you. All right, let's go to the questions part of this whole backing thing. If you want to ask me a question, the best way to do it is to go on Twitter and put hashtag FilmJunketPodcast. And That's the best way to do it. Oh yeah, the Democratic debate was on tonight. God, people watch that shit. It's just a bunch of people just blowing smoke up everyone's asses. I mean, there's a couple people like Andrew Yang. He's good. Tulsi, I fucking love that girl. I mean, she's got balls. She's fucking hot. I mean, I mean, she's not bad to look at, but I mean, I maybe not agree with everything she has to say, but she's got my vote when it comes to the Democrats. Everybody's just like looking at Biden, Pelosi, fucking Sanders, and then of course Kamala Harris is just an insane person. They're all pretty fucking insane. Pelosi's insane. The fact that there's certain ones that are just gonna get nominated, and you're like, why? When you got someone like Tulsi who just like speaks very well, who's been in the fucking trenches, who goes and talks to the opposite side, but they don't want. And everybody, oh, the world's not ready. Oh, yeah, we're ready for a female president. But when Tulsi is like bumping up, they go, no, we don't want her. It's got to be Pelosi. It's got to be Pelosi or Harris. It's like, no, those two are insane, and they lie. They lie. I mean, they all fucking lie. That's politicians. Every fucking politician lies. Why do we still buy it? It's so fucking retarded. I don't know. Anyways. All right. So, yeah. Here's the question part. Let me refresh just in case. Yep. Thought there would be another one. Right at the last minute. Good job, Tobias. Have you also hearing there is ongoing negotiations with releasing the Snyder Cut? This is what Grace Randolph is saying. I love it how people love Grace when they're giving them good news, but hate her when they give bad news. It's funny. Yes, there's stuff's happening. Just be patient. Like I said, guys, you got to still be patient. It's not going to happen instantly. We're not going to get this movie instantly. I mean, I still predict at least another year. But hopefully maybe less. But it's definitely not going to be this year. And it's definitely not going to be the beginning of next year. So I say a year, if anything. Or it could be like fucking summer of next year. That's what I'm hoping. Fingers crossed for that goddamn shit. Brad is all in. Brad Coran. There were some whispers a while back that Crisis may also reference the DCEU movies in some way. You think there's truth to that? It'd be pretty cool. I mean, they're referencing a lot of shit. And also, the Fox-Disney merger picks for the most un-Disney movies they now own. I vote Freddy Got Fingered. I think I'm probably with you on that one. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? I have to watch that again. I haven't seen that in fucking, probably 20 years. J.D. McRae, he asked, do you think people actually believe the Snyder Cut doesn't exist, or do you think they just don't want it to exist? I think it's a little bit of both, and there's a little bit of cognitive what is that shit? Man, the fucking whiskey is hitting me. I don't know. It's just like, I mean, I explained why there's that, but I think secretly, like some of these Scoopy guys they don't want it. They don't want it to exist, but it does exist. I don't know. They don't want to be proven wrong. They just need full-on proof. They need full-on proof, and there has yet to be. Because even when Snyder is posting stuff, they go, hey, that's unfinished. And to them, that means it doesn't exist. It's when Warner Brothers and HBO Max, or whatever the hell, DC, decide to fucking go, hey, we're doing this thing, then they're going to be on board. And they have nothing else to say. It's raining right now, guys. Gabrielle Mall. Are you a fan of Game of Thrones? And if so, who is your favorite character? I have yet to watch an episode. I'm sorry. One of these days I will. I'm never really into the whole medieval stuff. It just never was my brand of vodka. And then he also asked, feel like we always give you CBM questions, so let's try something different. If you could choose your last meal or drink on Earth, what would it be? I don't know. What would my last meal be? What is my favorite thing? I don't know. Just to be honest, it'd be something simple like probably just a authentic New York pizza with a soda, with a Coke. Yeah. Probably be satisfied with that. I don't know. I've had some authentic New York pizza. Like when I visited New York City with me and my friends about 6 years ago or something. That was a while ago. And I mean, of course, there's like a pizza place at the corner. I mean, they're just everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. You walk in there. Let me get a slice. They grab a slice and they stick it in the oven for about a minute and a half, and then they give it to you. But we went to this one place where we actually sat down and got a fresh fucking pie, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Just to have that with a Coke, that'd be fine. Fine by me. Or, a good steak. A good steak with a sip of Jameson. That if I wanted to go classy, I'd do that. Ryan Rivera. Hey Dave, do you think Steppenwolf and Superman were more evenly matched in the Snyder Cut ever since seeing the stunt viz from JL? Seems like, yeah, I mean, probably. It probably was a little bit more of a fight. I'm sure of it. It was a little bit more of a fight. It wasn't too easy, but still, yeah, he is Superman. Matt McGo, are you aware of the FTC and YouTube situation? Yeah, now I have to, and I guess I could probably do this for everything. I still got to look into it, but yeah, I just got to mention, like, hey, my videos aren't for kids. Sorry. Yeah, I really got to look into it. I'm probably looking into it this weekend, so. Mr. Eric M. Blake. So, Dave, with Henry Cavill spelling out that he's still Superman and you'll see, as opposed to we'll see, is Man of Steel 2 announcement imminent? Same with Shazam, Superman, Return of Black Adam? I don't know. I mean, obviously, Dwayne Johnson and Henry Cavill, they are represented by the same people, Miss Garcia. So, of course, they want that to happen. And I'm sure they talked about it and had some tequila over it. So, I don't know. I'm hoping so. I mean, I keep hearing back and forth. But hopefully JJ comes through and goes, okay, Cavill, let's do this. That's what I'm hoping for. And that's what it seems to be leaning towards. I don't know. Well, we'll see. K asks, hey, Dave, did you expect Snyder to ever use the release Snyder Cut tag? No, that's what's so crazy about it. It's pretty awesome. I didn't expect Ben Affleck or Gal Gadot to use it either. And after listening to Joe Rogan's interview with Andrew Yang, what do you think? Never got to hear your thoughts on the man. Very well spoken, very well spoken, very smart man. I don't maybe agree with everything he has to say, but I think he has his intentions are there. I mean, the whole universal income. I love the fact he's got a good idea from it. It's like, okay, well, these tech companies will just we'll just tax the shit out of them. I mean, they're the ones that are fucking profiting off of everybody. They're profiting off of your data, for fuck's sake. Google and all these fucking assholes, they're profiting off of your data, off of you. So, hey, how about you get some of that money back? I love that idea. So, I like the guy. I don't agree with everything, but yeah. He's one of the better ones. Him and Tulsi are one of they're the better ones. Jesus. But everybody's going, look at Biden. He can't even finish a sentence. Look at Pelosi. She keeps lying about shit. Look at Harris. My God, she laughs at everything she says. It's like they always want to go for the crazy person. They don't want to go for the fucking smart people. It's weird. Why? I don't know. Mr. Carvernio at Fury Firestorm. He asks, how realistic do you think it might be that Zack comes back to finish his story arc? Probably with recent events, a little more realistic than I thought so 2 weeks ago. Cut to the chase films. What is the correct way to pronounce Yuxas? I mean, I heard it was Yuke's ass, but that just sounds like Yuke's ass. I always wanted to say Yuxis, but I think it's Yuke's ass. I don't know. Miguel M. He asked, yes, good timing, Dave. Film Junket Podcast. After Sunday's awesome events, do you see Snyder continuing to post more stills? Yes. From the Snyder Cut, or him relaxing a bit? No, I think he's going to continue on. Maybe not like every day, but I think he's still going to do it. He can't give away too much, though, guys. Also, who would you want to announce the Snyder Cut and how? Who do I don't know. Just have Warner Brothers announce it. I don't care. There doesn't need to be like a presentation. Just announce it. Put it in a trade. Put it in whatever trade, Variety, Hollywood Reporter, whatever the fuck. Yeah, put it in Hollywood Reporter because they're still fucking being douchebags about it. So give it to Hollywood Reporter and make them look like chumps. And of course, Mr. John Aaron Garza. He puts hashtag #AdGarza, which I did. I added you to the vodka stream. That was a good vodka stream. Anyways, guys, there you have it. There you have it. Sorry, I just saw something that made me laugh. That's all. If you want to ask me a question, like I said, hashtag Film Junket Podcast. Go ahead and do that. And yeah, I appreciate you doing all that, listening to me ramble on, talk to myself. Yeah, that's what I do best. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my shiza. And then, everything's provided down below. Patreon if you want to help out the pirate ship. Shirts, I got shirts too down below. Some of them are not that good. Some of them I thought were pretty damn good. Check them out. Not that bad. And that's it, guys. I love you. Talk to you later.